Welcome to the Own Your Choices, Own Your Life podcast. You've landed in the right place to learn how to own your story, release subconscious beliefs, rewire your mind, and step into the impact you know you're here to create. Through outspoken publishing and NLP certifications, we share the tools and subconscious shifts that expand your voice, your message, your confidence, and your leadership. I am your host, Marsha Van Weinsberg, NLP trainer, speaker, author, and publisher. I am thrilled you are here. Let's get started. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so where are my high achievers, including myself? So high achievers coming into the summer, coming into, some downtime, quote unquote, which I'm not sure where downtime is when you operate your own business, but this is what it looks like sometimes. It's tough to have downtime, and it's not easy to slow down for long pockets of time. I think the time that I probably relaxed the most was when we went to Finland, because in Finland, I was 7 hours time difference from here 2 years ago almost, and 7 hours time difference from here. At the same time, I wasn't running calls. I wasn't near my house. I didn't see the things that needed to be done. And it's interesting because when you get in that moment, all of a sudden I was like, oh, I feel like I can relax. I feel like I can let go, all these things. It's because the environment had changed. And that is not easy to do when you work from home, you live from home, which I love all those things. But we're in this space of like, where's the break come? I often joke when my husband will say something, okay, I'm going to take like this week off. Can you take those days? I'm like, I'll check with my boss. And it's like just not always the case right now. I'm a lot better than I used to be. And it's not because I'm addicted to pressure, and it's not because I'm broken. It's just like my nervous system has been conditioned to be seeing pressure and productivity and all of those pieces. But I've changed a lot, and I really want to share this with you because this might be one of my top struggles, if I feed the word struggle, is allowing myself to slow down. So what if your nervous system doesn't know who you are without the pressure, right? What if you could have success without the pressure? What if you could have success while still honoring your health, your relationships, your top values? What would that look like? Most of us have spent many, many years conditioning ourselves to live in like now pressure, urgency, stress, hustle, proving, striving, all of these things that if it comes to pausing and peace, that feels unfamiliar. And remember, unfamiliar feels unsafe because the body's like, I don't know what to do with that. That doesn't feel right. We have to be doing something. And our subconscious mind prioritizes what is familiar, not what fulfillment is. It prioritizes safe, predictable, and familiar. That's it. And so we would rather repeat a familiar struggle than experience unfamiliar peace, because peace feels like unfamiliar and quiet. Even now, I have been practicing, right? Going longer without checking my phone, going out for a walk without my phone, going out for a walk with music only, going out with no music, giving myself space. And it's space to like just rest. I do not have a problem giving myself a nap, to putting my feet up, doing these things. I think that for me, I've found those pockets of in the moment time, right? Pockets of time. And that's what it looks like is that's how you start to slowly rewire the story, right? It was a badge of honor to be in a space of like, I can outwork anyone. It was never a work ethic issue, but it was like eventually you get tired because it's a lot. But I was always just playing in a space of like, can you get curious? If you're a high achiever, get curious with why stillness feels so uncomfortable. Why do you only feel productive when you're stressed? What would it feel like to feel productive without stress? Can you receive without proving yourself first? How easy is it to receive? I anchor in such a way now that like when I receive support, I had a day couple weeks ago where I think I had like 9+ hours on Zoom. I'm not saying that as a like look at me moment. It was just like, oh, what the heck happened to my schedule moment. I'm in the middle of doing my ICF training at the same time as all of my business. So imagine going back and taking a full in-depth certification on top of everything else. The timing, it's the right time for me. Yet there are moments where it's a lot. It's honestly a lot. And so I catch myself and it's like, all right, like let's just be where we are. I had a really long day. And when I went into my team chats afterwards, I actually teared up because I saw hours of work that went down that I wasn't even present for. And you know how good that feels? Like, as a person who had her hands on everything before, it feels really good. I sat there and went, I am so supported. I'm so supported. I was creating content for the upcoming cohort of Outspoken. And I was getting these suggestions of how to make it different. And part of that suggestion was like to go onto Canva and create something. And I was like, I could literally viscerally feel my body going, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So it was like, how else can I ask for help? And I anchored into receiving support in such a way that it felt incredible. Like it felt so, so, so good. And I slowed down and I'm present in the moment. And here's the thing. Even though I love that moment like crazy, that is not second nature for me to do it. In full transparency, it's not. That means that because it's not second nature, it means rewiring repetition with emotion on repeat until it starts to become more of the story. And I actually do believe that the way our business is going to continue to grow is when I do that. I really do. I think I'm learning it the hard way. It's like, how can I trust and step out and let things unfold? This is the work, and this is what the real work looks like. It really is. It is so interesting on repeat. So if you are one of those high achievers who has a heck of a time with peace or quiet or, stillness, ask yourself, what are you worried is going to happen with stillness? What story are you telling yourself about that? How can you find joy in the moments of celebrating and stacking and anchoring your wins that you are giving yourself pockets of time? And that for me is a win. I haven't had a big vacation like I did in 2024 when we went to Finland. And when I think about that, like at the pace that I go, it's like it's been 2 years. That's no wonder. That's a lot. Well, last year was all about caring for everyone else. And now I understand how that just keeps compounding. So I am so proud of myself when I have those moments as a high achiever where I get still, I get quiet. Maybe I take a nap. Maybe I read. Maybe I sit on my deck. Maybe I just give myself a moment. And those are wins. Those are actually really small wins that are so freaking huge. It's not even funny. So I wanted to share from that lens. And I have another episode coming up that is a big share. And I just want you to know, if you've spent your life as a high achiever who has worked so hard to get you where you are now, there's nothing wrong with her, that version of you. Love on her, invite her along for the ride, and you can change that story at any time. You can still be a high achiever. I am, who wants to create and do a lot, and while honoring my health, my relationships, my body, my mindset, my nervous system while I do it. Because I refuse to be in a state where I'm building a business that I don't freaking love. I'm too old for that. Sorry. I have to love it and I have to love what I'm doing. And that is going to require sometimes more pockets of time to rest. And that is okay. That is okay. So to all my high achievers out there, I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. And anchor in these small stacking wins because it's really, really important. You do an incredible job. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Own Your Choices, Own Your Life. I invite you to tag me on social media with your takeaways or share it with a friend. If you feel called, please leave a 5-star review and I would be forever grateful. Until next time, remember, when you own your choices, you own your life.